refuse to not be first.
Do we do enough? Well, I never shut up about it.
It must have been about 16, 17. We nicked their guilt rings. Right, the bouncer's guilt ring.
This is no good for me. That's the reality. If you want the honest truth, and I see it every day.
This is Joe Pugh for IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. Joined here at the Brentwood Centre for the top tier promotion. Ohara Davies here supporting Kevin Reveal. I know it wasn't his night tonight, but just first of all, how are you and how do you think Kev got on?
I'm feeling good. I'm putting about 10 kilos since I fought last weekend. I'm a bit fat right now, but I'm enjoying life. I'm enjoying my foods, enjoying the freedom of not being in camp, being able to go to bed when I want, wake up when I want, eat what I want. Just these things in life that I've missed out for months and months because I was in camp, so I'm just enjoying it now. With how Kev fought, what can I say, you know, I think me and my coach and the others in the gym expected a lot better from Kev because we trained with Kev and we've seen him in the gym and we've seen what he does in the gym, and what I've seen him do in sparring, I didn't see it in the fight tonight. Not sure if there was something on his mind or if there was something wrong, but the Kev that I've seen in the gym is not the Kev that I saw tonight.
He had the crowd behind him. He was definitely the home fight. Do you think the occasion got the better of him? Because it's a four-man tournament. It's quite big for his level.
I don't know. The occasion can get to you. I think he had a lot of fans. The crowd was on his side. It's only 3 rounds. You just got to go there and just give it your all. But he seemed like he was just like kind of coasting through the rounds. Like he didn't really give it a go. It seemed like he was quite bored in there. It seemed like he didn't really want to win. I think if you got a 3-round fight, just go there, throw shots, give it a go. If you lose the fight, it's okay, as long as you try. But if you don't try, that's when it's like, come on, what's really going on? You spent all these months in the gym, working hard, doing the track work, dieting, sparring, mentally preparing yourself, going to bed on time, and then you're doing all of that for fight night. You're not doing all of that just for no reason. You're doing all of that for fight night. So on fight night, you go in there and you give it your fucking all. But he didn't give it his all. He just kind of like coasting through. And the guy that Kev fought, I don't mean any disrespect to him, but the guy was dog shit. The guy was dog shit. The kind of guy that you don't even need to train to beat this guy. This guy was worse than a white collar, unlicensed fighter. The guy was absolutely dog shit. I'll get my little cousin to come in and fight the guy and he'll beat him. My little cousin that ain't boxed in his life. So I don't know what happened to Kev, but the Kev that I've seen in the gym and the Kev that I saw here a few minutes ago, it was a whole different Kev. In here, he was bored, coasting through the rounds. He didn't even try. If Kev went out there, gave it a go, if he gave it his all, he would have got the guy out of there in round 1 or round 2. But I don't know what happened to Kev, but this Kev, he didn't really want to win. If he really wanted to win, he would have won because he has it in him to win.
What do you think of this show overall? It's Johnny Clark's first ever promotion here at the Brentwood Centre. There's some big names, yourself, Sam Gilly, Joe Cordina's arrived here. You've got Barry Jones on commentary. It's a really good production for a first professional show, isn't it?
Thinking about John Clark, I know John Clark. Thinking about John Clark he either gives it his all. Everything that John does, the guy just absolutely goes out there and he gives it his all. This show that he's got here as his first show is absolutely jam-packed in there. I've seen other boxing promoters come out here and put on shows that aren't as good as this, that aren't as packed as this. The lights, the camera, the action, the noise, the songs. It's amazing for someone to do in their first show. I'm just, I'm very interested to see what John does from here because a lot of other boxing promoters, they start off on the small horse scene and they stay on the small horse scene. I feel like he's got so much ambition. I think he'll be out of the small horse scene in the next 3, 4, 5 years. We'll see John get a major TV platform to show and to promote his shows because he's so ambitious and John's the kind of person that keeps on trying to expand and to progress. The next show that John does, it'll be better than this one, and the one after, it'll be better than that. I think he'll get to the top because of his mindset and the ambition that he's got. And this show is amazing for a show, amazing.
Excellent. I know Oscar spoke to you last week, just dwelling on that Ritson fight. Fantastic performance, but just kind of a couple of weeks on now, you getting the hunger again to get back in the gym, itchy knuckles?
To be honest, I'm going to be back in the gym next week. I spent this week and last week viewing so many flats because once I get paid from the fight, I want to go out there and get a new flat. So the last week or so, I've done about 40 viewings, and I want to find the perfect flat. I still haven't found it yet, but I've got more viewings to do next week. And that's what I've been doing, to be honest. I haven't had a break. I haven't rested yet. It's been from the fight, which is work, to investment, which is work. I need to travel. I need to go out on a holiday so I can really rest, relax my head. But I'll be back in the gym next week because I'm just so bored. I look at flats and I go home and I'm like, okay, cool. What am I doing in my life? Like, I'm bored. I really want to get back in the gym, so I want to get a fight. June, July, August, I'll be ready to fight again.
And I take it that isn't going to be the world title fight. You're going to have one fight in between then. I was speaking to Will Jones last week. He said the ideal fight would be someone like a Robbie Davies. Unfortunately, we saw what happened with his ankle last week, which is very unfortunate up in Liverpool. But what sort of level of opponent do you want to be in with before that world title?
Maybe the guy that beat Davis Jr. What's his name again? Derek Foley?
Yeah.
Even though he probably would have lost the fight if Davis Jr.'s ankle didn't go. So, if he's confident and he wants to earn a bit of money, I don't mind fighting him. I'll knock him out in 2 or 3 rounds and then get the world title shot at the end of the year.
Brilliant. Before we close up, I just want to get your opinion on one of the main talking points for this week in boxing was Joshua Buatsi's comments about leaving the zone. He said he wants to fight on Sky platform where he can be seen by the boxing fans. You fought on Sky Sports, you fought on an app or a website, Fight TV, last time out. What did you make of Buatsi's comments and what's your opinions on the zone?
Speaking about that, I asked Eddie a few minutes ago. Yeah. For the first time, Eddie threw me under the bus 6 years ago or so, and I haven't seen him since until about half an hour ago. I see him in there. He walked past me, he goes, "You're at Ohara?" And then he quickly went. I was going to put him up, say, "Eddie, you threw me under the bus all those years ago. Now look, motherfucker, I'm on top, mandatory for the world title. What are you saying, bitch?" But he walked off too fast, so I didn't get to say anything to him. Joshua Buatsi's comments, maybe some truth behind it, maybe not. The Zone, they get viewers. When you really think about it, they are new in the game. The Zone, they are quite new, so it's a process they have to build. They have got a channel on Sky now, so they are building, progressing. They're not as big as what Sky Sports is yet, but if you look at it, Sky Sports, they've been around for years and for decades. Give The Zone a chance. I feel like Joshua Buatsi's left because he's got other situations that him and Eddie might be going through. They might have other things that he don't agree with, other things that he's not happy with, that he didn't really feel like he wanted to say on camera, so he's kind of saying it's the viewers. When I don't really think it is that. If that is the case, then it is the case. But I don't think that is the case. I think that I feel like he's got some other issue with Eddie Hearn that he just didn't really want to talk about. That's why he said about they're not getting any viewers. But I think the Zone's doing good. I think they're new, they're building, and you got other fighters that are there and they are happy. Example, AJ's there, Conor Ben's there. You got other big names that are there, and they were all happy. I don't see any of the other fighters saying what he said. So that's what leads me to think that there's some other issue that him and Eddie Hearn might have, and he just kind of hid behind it's not on TV kind of thing. But I wish Joshua Buatsi the best. I know him. I've known him for years. I believe he does actually become a world champion. He's in a hard weight class. He's got Anthony Yard, he's got Batabi, he's got all these other champions in his weight class. But I feel like he's got it in him to get to the actual top, and I wish him all the best.
Just finally, you said you saw Eddie out there for the first time. Is that beef ever going to be buried? I know you say he threw you under the bus all those years ago, but would you ever fight under a Matchroom card again?
Listen, Eddie Hearn threw me under the bus all those years ago. Eddie Hearn knew that I never heard of the Hillsborough, and they threw me under the bus. Even though I was innocent, I'll never forgive the guy. I'll never forgive him.
Excellent. OD, thank you very much for speaking to IFL TV. I'll let you get back to enjoying that night of boxing. I'll speak to you again soon.
Thank you.
Cheers, bro.
Feud to not be first.
Do we do enough? Well, I never shut up about it.
It must have been about 16, 17. We nicked their guilt rings. Right, the bouncer's guilt ring.
This is no good for me. That's the reality. If you want the honest truth, and I see it every day,